Hello and welcome back to Cultured Fools finally. Thank you very much for being patient, and I apologise for my voice. I've just come off the back of some pretty bad laryngitis, but I'm not letting that get in the way or dampening my spirits today. I'm going to be talking to you about spirits rather than wine. We are discussing tequila and the various variations of that wonderful drink that gets us into a lot of trouble. Stay tuned. Ooh, ooh, one take wonder. Ooh. Back with a bang, Smith. There are three classifications of tequila. Well, in fact, there's actually five, but I'm only going to focus on the three main ones, which are Blanco, Reposado, and Año. The sort of fundamental difference between the whole spectrum of the classifications of tequila is essentially how long they've been aged. So let's start with the most freshest and the youngest, and the one that we all probably know, Blanco. Before we do that, let's kind of understand what tequila actually is, because there's quite a few sort of misconceptions. Essentially, all alcohol comes from a kind of base product, a sort of source of all sugar. So with wine it's grapes, with rum it's sugar cane or molasses, with whiskey it can be corn, wheat or rye. And with that in mind, the tequila, it's the blue agave plant, which is not a cactus. The story goes that there was a huge thunderstorm in and around a crop of blue agave, and the lightning that came from the thunderstorm set one on fire, and then the fumes that were released gave off this intoxicating aroma, which led to them harnessing that and for it to become a ceremonial drink from the gods, pulque. Then in 1519 the Spanish conquistadors invaded, and with them brought barrels of whiskey and rum, and when the European supply of booze ran low, they saw that agave was being made by the locals, then they put that together with their know-how, and then that came more of what we know today as tequila. There are 5 different states in Mexico that can be utilised for the growth of the blue Weber agave plant, and therefore 5 different states within Mexico that can only be considered to make actual tequila. Anything outside of that is not tequila. The main state for the production of blue agave is in the western side of Mexico in the state called Jalisco. Within Jalisco, there are 2 main regions that sort of sit either side of Guadalajara. We have the highlands, which are known for more sort of feminine versions of tequila, more softer, and then the valley, which is, due to the soil and the minerality, are kind of known as more masculine versions of. So always pay attention to whereabouts your tequila is coming from. Is it in Jalisco, is it in the valley, or is it in the highlands? Blanco is a really interesting category of tequila. One could make the assumption that because it's aged in oak barrels for 3+ years, then the Año category will be more sort of, palatable and enjoyable and expensive and blah, 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 blah. That's not necessarily the case. In fact, if you're drinking Blanco, yeah, it is going to be cheaper than an aged because there's one less process to go through, but it actually gives you a really good representation of what the producers were trying to make because it's so much more fresher. Although it shouldn't ever be considered as a selling point, tequila has 0 calories and no carbs and no sugar, and it's actually been proven in very small doses to help prevent things like diabetes and create bone density, etc. That's probably why The Rock drinks it, I reckon.
The Rock, The Rock. If you retweet me, I'll suck your...
But hey, moderation, guys. So, when drinking tequila, what are we actually going to be looking for? Here's Monty. From the Jalisco lowlands, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm drinking Prospero Blanco Tequila. Born from lush volcanic soil, ladies and gentlemen, this offering is so majestic, I bought 12 bottles and 6 sombreros. And that is what I call Hispanic buying. On the nose you have citrus and basil and vanilla and just a wee touch of Antonio Banderas. Woo! Who's got the bag? Please subscribe, like, share with your friends, run into the streets naked, do whatever you want to do. I don't care. This is like 2022, we're all going to die soon. Cheers.